Best AI Tools for Finding Sources and Citations in 2026, The Complete Guide. If you've ever spent hours searching for reliable sources for a research paper, blog post, YouTube video, or report, you already know how frustrating and time-consuming this process can be. You type keywords into Google or Google Scholar, click through dozens of links, and still feel unsure whether you've found the best or most credible sources. Sometimes you find good information but can't remember where it came from later. Other times, you spend a lot of time reading articles that turn out to be low quality or not relevant to what you actually need. This problem is especially common for students, researchers, content creators, and professionals who regularly need to back up their work with credible sources. Finding good sources and proper citations is one of the most important parts of doing quality research. But it's also one of the most tedious and time-consuming tasks. In 2026, AI tools have started to change this situation significantly. There are now several specialized AI tools that can help you find relevant sources much faster, provide clear citations, and even show you how different sources relate to each other. What used to take hours of manual searching can now be done in a fraction of the time, if you know which tools to use and how to use them effectively. However, not every AI tool is equally good at finding sources and citations. Some tools are excellent at academic research but not very useful for general content creation. Others are good at finding recent information but don't provide strong citations. If you use the wrong tools or don't know how to use them properly, you can still end up with unreliable or incomplete sources. In this video, I'm going to give you a complete and practical guide to the best AI tools for finding sources and citations in 2026. I'll break down the top tools, explain their strengths and weaknesses, and show you how to use them effectively in real research workflows. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer understanding of which AI tools can actually help you find better sources faster. If finding credible sources and managing citations is currently one of the most time-consuming parts of your work or content creation, this video should help you work much more efficiently. Let's get into it. Why finding good sources and citations is so important. Before we talk about the tools, let's quickly discuss why this skill matters so much. Whether you're writing an academic paper, creating YouTube content, writing blog posts, or preparing a business report, the quality of your sources directly affects the credibility of your work. Good sources make your content more trustworthy. Bad or missing sources can make your work look unreliable or poorly researched. In academic research, proper citations are not just important, they're required. Using someone else's ideas without giving credit can lead to serious consequences, including accusations of plagiarism, even outside of academia. Citing your sources helps build trust with your audience and shows that your content is well researched. The problem is that finding high-quality, relevant sources takes a lot of time and effort. Traditional search methods often return too many irrelevant results, and it can be difficult to know which sources are actually credible. This is exactly where AI tools can provide significant help. AI tools can search through large databases of academic papers, news articles, and other sources much faster than humans. They can also provide citations automatically and help you understand how different sources relate to each other. However, these tools are only as good as the way you use them. This is why learning to use AI research tools effectively is becoming an important skill in 2026. Top AI tools for finding sources and citations in 2026. Let's go through the best AI tools currently available for finding sources and managing citations. 1. Perplexity AI. Perplexity AI is currently one of the most popular and effective tools for finding sources and citations, especially for general and content-related research. Strengths. Provides clear citations for almost every answer. Good at finding recent and relevant sources. Easy to use and handles follow-up questions well. Can search both academic and general web sources. Has different focus modes, academic, writing, etc. Weaknesses. Not as specialized for academic papers as tools like Elicit or Cite. Sometimes includes lower quality sources. Free version has usage limits. Best for general research and finding sources quickly. Content creators who need citations for videos or articles. Research that requires both academic and current information. Many content creators and researchers now use Perplexity as their main tool for finding sources because of its balance of speed, ease of use, and citation quality. 2. Elicit. Elicit is one of the best specialized tools for finding academic sources and research papers. Strengths. Excellent at finding relevant academic papers based on your research question. Can summarize key information from papers, methods, findings, limitations. Provides clear links to original sources. Good at helping with literature reviews. Helps you discover papers you might have missed through traditional search. Weaknesses. Primarily focused on academic research, not as useful for general web sources. Can be slower when searching through many papers. Some advanced features require payment. Best for academic research and literature reviews. Finding high-quality scientific sources. Students and researchers who need credible academic citations. If you do academic or scientific research, Elicit is currently one of the most valuable tools available for finding relevant papers and sources. 3. Cite.ai. Cite.ai is a specialized tool that focuses on citation analysis and understanding how research papers relate to each other. Strengths. Shows whether papers support, contradict, or just mention other papers. Helps you evaluate the credibility and impact of research. Good at finding well-cited and high-quality papers. Provides smart citations that give more context than traditional citations. Weaknesses. More expensive than some other tools. Primarily focused on citation analysis rather than general search. Can be overwhelming for beginners. Best for evaluating the quality and reliability of research papers. Finding well-supported academic sources. Research that requires strong evidence and citation analysis. Cite.ai is especially valuable when you need to understand not just what a paper says, but how it has been received and used by other researchers. 4. Research Rabbit. Research Rabbit is a powerful tool for discovering academic papers and building collections of relevant sources. Strengths. Excellent at finding related papers based on ones you already like. Uses AI to recommend new papers you might have missed. Visual interface that helps you explore research networks. Completely free for most features. Good at helping you build a collection of relevant sources over time. Weaknesses. Not as strong at summarizing papers as some other tools. Can sometimes recommend too many papers. Interface takes some time to get used to. Best for discovering new academic papers. Building and expanding your collection of sources. Literature reviews and staying up to date in a research field. Research Rabbit is especially useful when you want to explore a topic deeply and find connections between different papers. 5. Notebook LM, by Google. While Notebook LM is not primarily a search tool, it has become very useful for organizing and analyzing sources once you found them. Strengths. Excellent at summarizing and analyzing documents you upload. Can find connections between multiple sources. Has the audio overview feature that turns papers into podcast-style discussions. Completely free with generous limits. Good at staying accurate to the sources you provide. Weaknesses. Not designed for searching and finding new sources, you need to upload documents yourself. Limited web search capabilities. Best for organizing and analyzing sources you've already found. Creating summaries and insights from multiple documents. Deep analysis of research materials. Many researchers use NotebookLM together with search tools like Perplexity or Elicit. They use Perplexity or Elicit to find sources. Then upload those sources into NotebookLM for deeper analysis and summarization. 6. Other useful tools. Litmaps. Good for visualizing connections between research papers and exploring research networks. Semantic Scholar, with AI features, has improved AI capabilities for finding and understanding academic papers. Consensus. Useful for finding scientific consensus and evidence-based answers to specific questions. ChatGPT, Claude, with browsing, can be used for research. But citations are usually less reliable than specialized tools like Perplexity or Elicit. How to build an effective research workflow with these tools. The most effective researchers in 2026 don't rely on just one tool. They combine multiple AI tools to get better and more reliable results. Here's an example of a good workflow. Start with Perplexity AI to get an overview of the topic and find initial sources. Use Elicit or Research Rabbit to find more academic papers related to your topic. Use Cite.ai to evaluate the quality and impact of the papers you found. Upload important papers into NotebookLM to get summaries and analyze connections between them. Use ChatGPT or Claude to help synthesize findings and generate insights. This kind of multi-tool workflow helps you find better sources, evaluate their quality, and extract useful information more efficiently. Common mistakes when using AI for finding sources. Many people use these AI tools but don't get the best results because of these common mistakes. Trusting AI answers without checking the original sources. Using vague questions that lead to poor or irrelevant results. Relying on only one tool instead of cross-checking with others. Not using follow-up questions to explore topics more deeply. Accepting the first sources that appear without evaluating their quality. The best researchers treat AI tools as assistants that can speed up the process. But they still apply their own critical thinking when evaluating sources. Final recommendations. After testing and comparing the top tools in 2026, here are my recommendations. For general research and finding sources quickly, start with Perplexity AI. For academic and scientific research, use Elicit and Cite.ai as your main tools. For exploring research networks and discovering papers, use Research Rabbit and Litmaps. For organizing and analyzing sources, use NotebookLM. For best overall results, combine multiple tools. A common and effective combination is Perplexity plus Elicit plus NotebookLM. The most important thing is to build a workflow that fits your specific type of research. Start with 2 to 3 tools that work well together. Learn how to use them effectively. And then expand as needed. AI tools have made it much faster and easier to find sources and citations. However, the quality of your research still depends on how well you use these tools and how carefully you evaluate the sources they provide. Thanks for watching this video. If it helped you understand the best AI tools for finding sources and citations, make sure to like and subscribe for more practical AI research guides. And if you have any questions about specific tools or workflows, feel free to leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.